joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Orlando Wizards. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Ready? 30 base.
My 36.
We ain't giving up nothing today. Big rip. Big rip.
On first down, Grant. And that's not the start that he was looking for as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Hey! 30. Man.
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. And on now is the punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Give me that ball. Go.
Check 31. Check 31.
First carry for Nick Chubb.
Go. It's run.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Double tight, guys. Double tight.
Hey. Any weapon.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Nick Chubb, 30 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. 6. He don't know no better. Check. Look at me. Door.
He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From just shy of midfield, Minshew. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. He's really putting together a spectacular season. That interception, number 11 now on the year.
And I know we're all taught that 7 is a lucky number. I'd say 11 is for him, huh? No doubt about it.
Set. 10-2 sauce. Target. Go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. 46 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. The point after is good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
I'm
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come get it.
They run. Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Matchbox lights. 3 down, 3 down. Look at me, zipper. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Let's go.
On 2nd and 12, Minshew. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Rock it. Tighten up. Now. 5.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. These two teams all tied after 1. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
I'm going back to you.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. 3rd down here.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
Hey, lock it.
He's crashed.
Look, squeeze. Sit up.
They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On 2nd and 11 now. Minshew. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Well, that carry just did something significant as well. It pushed him past Jerome Bettis on the NFL all-time rushing list. The bus had 13,662.
And not every carry you get in the NFL is going to be open field, right? A place you can make your cuts. You got to get some of those grimy yards, don't you? You got to go inside and run through people, just as Jerome Bettis did. That's what we've seen him do as well.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now Chubb running right. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general.
And that's caught inside the 30. And a huge play that time. 55 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
Ready? Strong right. Coming for you. Yeah.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Grant. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
2nd and goal from inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. From 4 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25.
Let's go, baby.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Phillip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
At the 25-yard line.
Set. 10 Lobo. Hey, Haywood. Tight down. There you go. Ready?
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. That's out to Chubb, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. Nice pickup for a first down. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Yep. Now.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
An opening for Chubb on first down as he dashes forward for about 7. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here we go. 15, Ronnie. 15, Ronnie. Long day. Let's go. Long day.
Now Chubb.
I'm getting tired of seeing me.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Out. Go. Hey! Mike 20.
Watch the run.
A give running right is Chubb. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off.
Fair catch made at the 25.
Let's go.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set, ready.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake.
And he fires one that's intercepted. picked by Ronnie Harrison, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 37 yards. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They run again on first down, Chubb. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
20, Mike, 20. And watch the leg.
13, spill.
13. Check 13. Rush in.
Big Rivers.
Chubb. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
That's it, baby.
7 yards there and a first down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Let's go.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit us first, this one from 40 yards out. The kick by Lambeau is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day, as we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
On the set.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And again, it's Chubb. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Let's go now. 50, plant.
Rip left. Shift. Watch the shift. Check three.
Get it.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Watch the screen.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Paris Campbell, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And the lead is now 13.
Makes the score Jaguars 27, Wizards 14.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On the ready.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll set up a throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. A big... Play there. 74 yards. As his guys are back within a single score. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And the lead will shrink to 6. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard
Here we go.
line.
Yeah.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Come on,
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, Other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Now.
Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield.
They run it again with Chubb.
Run to the ball. Run.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
18 Gator.
Man out, man out, man out, man out. Bang, 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 bang. Check 3, check 3.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's into the clear. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Yeah, good job, Bo.
Nick Chubb, 68 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Let's go for it. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now back to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Tight right, tight.
Buzz. Leo.
Alert 3, alert 3.
Go. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Carl Lawson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They bring their punter out there now, as he's on here to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. Dorsett on the return. 12 yards on the return that time. And that will come the offense as they take over. Elsewhere around the NFL, they're in the 3rd quarter in Carson. And not much trouble for the 49ers in that when they open the lead a bit further. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. A give. This is Chubb. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this game, has got to be priority one.
Hey, Sam on.
Chubb will get the call running left. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction.
Watch the safety creep. Shift. Fair. Yeah. Get it.
So 3rd and long. Here's Minshew. Catch made here by Campbell. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half.
Come on, fellas. 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation.
Through an opening, and there he goes. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Corey Grant with touchdown number 12 on the year, as they are able to cut into that lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2.
I smell fear in that offense.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Fair catch made at the 25.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Don't get nervous. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Yep. Hey, come on.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Minshew, Campbell making the catch. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down.
We are off to the 4th quarter here on this special Christmas Day broadcast. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check safety, check safety. Switch. Check 3.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Chubb with a 1st down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. They get 2nd and 7 coming up. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at
the 46-yard line.
Ready, ready. 8-3.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
61. Matchbox lights.
Mike 20. Mike 20.
Big grip.
On 2nd and 7, Minshew. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Bravo. Ready.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. He's going to loft one deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Chubb. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Let's go, fellas.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Now.
On play action, they'll throw. Out to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Set up. 18 Gator.
Mike 36. Check pass.
Get it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's complete to his running back, Grant.
There we go.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Recon, 132 fighter.
1st and 10
Mike
at the
36.
48-yard line.
Mike 36.
Pick it up. Pick it up.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Don't let 89 go deep. Hey, here we go. Check.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. It's a big play there. 47 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And the ball is knocked out. But fortunately, another offensive player quick to react, and they will indeed retain possession. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Here we go with Johnson, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it. Because nowadays, you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards, probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
A 6-yard pickup brings up
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey!
Check the call, check the call.
Mike 20, Mike 20.
Ready?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Check, check.
Look at me. Go now.
Now a give left side for Chubb. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Come on, set. 8, read. Go.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Check, 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 check. Wide, get wide.
Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball, as they'll talk it over here before what'll be an important 3rd down.
Hey, Alpha.
Tight left.
Out. Rock it.
Check 50, check 50.
Watch twist.
49, check it. Check 49.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Got an open man. That's Campbell. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. They give to Chubb out of the gun. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.